Hey dude, YouTube's Welcome Build Development is my 370th weekly update. No, I have not finished the Scorcher footage, and no, I have not done the yearly update yet. If I ever have a weekend where I'm not driving for like 12 hours over the course of the whole weekend and working 6 hours on stones and stuff, I swear I will sit down and handle these videos. This might be the weekend, but I wouldn't hold my breath. They will get done. They will get uploaded. They will be put out because I know so many people are waiting on it. Yeah, this whole thing is just for my record keeping, really. So it's, it is what it is. You'll be okay. It'll get done, I promise. Regardless, this week went, in terms of training, went quite well. We had Monday squats. I had to, so I skipped Friday, and I talked about this where I had this weird fever, and I just felt terrible Friday, so I took the night off of training, and I ended up going in on Saturday after I got back in town from driving for 6 hours. So when I got back in town, basically showered up, went straight to the gym, and that pressing session went just fine. It was a push press session, and things went well. So Monday squats, sets of 5 with like 80-something%, I think. And boy, oh boy, did I feel that. It was crazy because I was, by the third set, it was 5 sets of 5. And by the third set, my legs were sore. Like, I finished that 5th rep and I was like, oh my God, my legs are already sore. Part of that might have just been from driving the whole weekend and stuff like that, and just, being in the weird positions and sort of having to stay tense for that long. Regardless, went well, got through them pretty good. Tuesday was strict press day. Again, super sore legs, but everything went well. Managed to get all the numbers just like I should, and I don't remember what they are right now offhand, but I got them. Wednesday off, which means pouring stones. That was a stressful day after work. Ended up driving like 40 minutes out of my way because I needed this special stuff from the one store, and the one store didn't even carry it. So I ended up just sort of wasting almost an hour of daylight. Ended up, finishing the pour job in the dark, which sucks. But it's the life I chose, so, I try not to complain, but sometimes it sucks. Like Wednesday did. But it got done, and I'm light at the end of the tunnel. So yesterday, squats and deads. Went a little bit lighter on squats. It was a 8 rep max and then 3 sets of 5 with that weight. Decided to just play conservatively and just keep it at like 245, something I knew I could do. And part of that was I was going for a double overhand deadlift sort of PR impromptu yesterday. Ended up doing 405, and honestly it wasn't that bad. I probably could do, if I was guessing, on a really good day I could probably hit like 440 double overhand. But who knows? I'm going to try 415 next week because I have to pull singles at 415 anyway. Don't know when I'm going to do that though, because I'm flying into a town on Thursday. So I'll have to find a gym at some point. The flight's in the morning, as I recall. Morning-ish, morning adjacent. It's like 10 or something like that. So we'll get into town well before 1, so I'll just make sure I get some food in me before we get into town, and then I'll just find some, Crunch Fitness or something like that to drop in at. And see what I can do. Maybe there's a local powerlifting gym or something I can just drop in at, where they'll have, I should say, more of the equipment I'm used to. Not that I can't just do my stuff on regular bars, but, good knurling helps, that kind of thing. But I'll give it a shot. We'll see what I can do. And then tonight, push press night went really well, actually. That 415 double overhand's a PR for me. I've never actually done that. 385 is the most I've ever done double overhand, so 405 is definitely a PR. For that, anyway. And then tonight went really well. Push press night. Really pushed it. Got a 195 for 2. Well, it was more like 195 and for 1.7. Because I got it, and it was just like, I was a little too wobbly. Like in a comp, I wouldn't have gotten it. And to be fair to myself and training, what I ended up doing was saying 190 instead of 195. So I said I did 190 for 2, because I know I could have done that. Take that 5 pounds off, definitely no question. And that is definitely a PR. Being able to hit 195 for anything more than 1. Being in that upper range between 180 and 200 and hitting it for multiple reps is definitely PRs for me right now. I'm excited for my new sort of base. Right now I can hit 155 any day of the week for like 5 on a strict press. A year or so ago, 135 for 5 strict press was like tough, but I could probably do it. So I've essentially put 20 pounds on that, which is good. And that's the base. I want the base to be higher. I would prefer it if my base was somewhere in the 180s or even 190s, where I could hit 190 for strict press, for like a set of 3 or 4 any day of the week. But that's just not where I'm at right now, and we're just slowly climbing, slowly getting there. I'm doing sort of a strict push press program right now. The main goal of the program is to get your strict press up, but it's great because I also get to practice my push press, which definitely needed work and will always need work. So yeah, I'm very excited about how that went. This weekend, if you're in the Florida area, in the Bradenton area, there's a Static Monsters event going on at Asgard Training, I want to say Training Center. I don't know their exact name, but it's the Asgard Training Center or facility, the Asgard facility, that's their name. If you Google, I'm sure they'll pop up. They're hosting Static Monsters, which is a 2-lift event, max log and max, I want to say 16, might even be 18-inch deadlift. I think it's 18, I don't recall, but max lifts on both of those 2 events, and I am not participating. I am, however, going to go there to show my sport, as well as being a loader. He said he had 3, so this makes 4, which makes life so much easier for everybody, because having even people on multiple bars for loading makes life a lot easier for everybody. And that's, I really don't mind. I started out in strongman specifically as a volunteer, helping out with Florida's Strongest Man back in like probably like 2013 or 14. And for a couple years I volunteered there to help out. And that's how I got involved specifically in strongman. Not my first comp. My first comp was actually the Strength Camp Challenge. And then I preferred strongman to that. So dipped my feet into training that, and then started doing volunteering at comps, just helping out, just because it felt right. Feels like the right thing to do. I like being part of the community in that way, and I like people seeing me helping, and maybe it'll inspire somebody else to help. Because these sort of things, it's, none of us get paid. It all sucks. It's all, empty promises and broken dreams and all this kind of stuff, and we're all just trying to, get a piece of glory. So it's like, I get it. I know what the athlete's feeling. I'm a competitor too, So I want to make sure that if I can help an event, I will, and I'll try to make it as smooth as possible for everybody involved. So with that being said, if you're in the area, I don't know when the events start, probably like 10. That's usually when things start. So be out there at 10 and enjoy a good show. If not, I guess just enjoy your week. And this is a week where just sticking to the program worked really well. So if you aren't sticking to your program, then what's your excuse?